Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I think it's time that we put together a challenge lock based on my firing line pins. So this will be the firing line challenge lock. Okay, so the lock I'll be using is this merchant rim cylinder. It's 5 pins, but let's not go crazy. The reason I like using these rim cylinders is there's a lot of room in the pin chambers. So if you're making your own pins out of 3mm brass rod, then this really does help. It's also a relatively well made night latch, considering it's relatively cheap, so that will aid us. Another good reason for using this lock as a basis is because the key bitting is relatively good in terms of it's got some highs at the back, highs at the front, lows in the middle, and if you look here in the chambers, you can see that they give us enough depth to actually have the pins do something useful, because quite a lot of the time you end up with pins which are a bit sort of higher like this. Look at pin 3 like that. Anything you put in there realistically, even a serrated pin, is just going to act like a standard pin. So hopefully these will all actually do something. Okay, so if you didn't watch my video on the firing line pins, please do go watch it, because I like it when people watch my videos. I've got an ego like that. He says, only half joking. But here they are. So these are all based on sort of bullets, cartridge shells, whatever the terminology is. I'm not a gun person, but I try to get all the detail you'd expect from such objects. Okay. So yeah, always hard to choose, isn't it? Really hard to choose what to put into a challenge lock. But let's have a look. Let's fill in our deepest slots first. So that'll be pins 1, 4 and 5. And I really like the idea of using this oh, he says losing it. Field point pellet. I'm putting it in the deepest chamber, which I think is right at the back. That should make a very deep spool. Look at that, very deep. And as it rises, it should just get deeper and then hopefully catch on that serration at the end. Well, let's see. Either way, it's not going to be a pleasant pick, especially right at the back. Okay. I'm going to be picking this. I don't know why I'm making it difficult. I think that we should have a sort of a T. Let's have this shotgun shell as a little spool. Actually, let's put that spool in this chamber here. That'll definitely fire, and also it should catch on that serration just there. Perfect. I think we should have one of these. Let's have this armor piercing bullet here, because I like the idea of having a bevel, and I'm going to put that in position. Yeah, I'm going to put it in position here, there, like that. Okay, so this should be a nice floppy spool. That should be a floppy spool. That should hold in tight. Let's put in a bullet, one of these in nice and tight. So act like a standard pin, sort of keep it all together. And let's use the normal 9mm and put that in here. And again, it should catch. There we go. Oh, come here. You know you want to. Oh, okay, fine. I'll use your friend if you don't go in straight away. There we go, that'll do, won't it? That should act like a standard pin. And ooh, last but not least, here we go. Which way up? Which way up? Should you do it like a little T-pin? Let's try that. Let's try this a little T-pin like that. There. Okay, so there's that. That's where you got to. Okay, so that is the way I'm going to put them in, but clearly I need to translate it, because what will happen is that when I put these in, they need to go in upside down to the orientation they are there. So I've got the springs up here, and would you believe the original pins? So let's populate these chambers. Okay, so where's my follower? There it is. I should be more organised when I'm actually filming stuff, shouldn't I? Okay, let's do the back two first. So these will be these two. Okay. And we're looking for this pin here, and we wanted it to be this way up, so you'll see this, it will fit on the spring just nicely. It won't actually damage anything or do anything silly. Oh, get in, get in, get in. Yeah, phew. The problem with these funny shaped pins is they do get a bit slippy. Okay, now for this one. I'm not looking forward to trying to pick this one actually. Yeah, like this. I mean, it's like right pain to just, there we go, get onto to push. Get in. Right, good, good, good. Then we have a shotgun, which I'm not going to do as a T-pin, I was going to do as a spool. So this way up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Should act as like a serration and a spool, actually, this one. There we go. Oh. Got you, got you, got you, yeah, and then, no, 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 yeah. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, whoa. That's a spooling happening there. Good. Then this was the hollow point, I believe, which we're going to have as our sort of pseudo standard pin with a little sting in its tail. Get in! Honestly, I'm just going to make a challenge lock with all standard pins in. It'll be a lot easier to pin up. Ah! You... Oh, I'm getting angry now. Get in there. Get in. Right, enough. And you... Cheeky little T-pin happening here. Oh, spring first. And we're in. Phew! Right. Let's get this core in. And let's hope this actually works. Let's put the circle upon, let's turn it, lock it all up, circle upon the back, and let's try it with a key. Can't find the right pliers for this, so I'm just going to have to bodge this without trying to get my own fingers. Clearly I should have my needle nose pliers out or something like that, but don't know what to do with them. I'll do. Right. Enough of that. Let's try the key. Please work. Depressingly, works fine. That means we'll have to go pick it. Right. Let me go clear this way and I'll get the vise out. Okay, so it's in the vise. Let's give this a quick pick and then we'll do a quick and dirty gutting to show you that everything's in there, but you've already seen the pins, so there's no point in dwelling over it. Okay, let's have a go at picking this thing. 3 little click, 2 little click. It's cheating because I know what the pins are, but it still feels tough. That was that? I can't remember what pin that was. 2, I think. That was 5. That gave me a very deep false set. And then we're locked into, so 90 degrees is about there, and we're turned all the way over here. I'm wondering if it's one of those T-pinny type things. Ah, yes, it was. It was pin 1, just nudged it, and we're open. So yeah, that was, I think, easy enough, but it's sort of cheating. I know where all the pins are. I think if I didn't know that there was that kind of like arrow pin right at the back and a T-pin at the front and all those kind of things, it might just have been more of a problem for me. I guess picking your own challenge locks, you're always going to do this. So anyway, let's have just a quick, tiny quick gut of this, because it'll bore you otherwise. Oh, try and keep it in camera. There we go. Let's get a pinning tray out and a follower and a key. Turn it back, put the key in. Turn, and yeah, should be able to follow straight out with this. Do you know what I should do? Use a shim, because I put a load of stuff in there which is all T-pinny and pointy, and this will just be awful if I damage my pins that I just made straight away. There you go. And also, why wouldn't you use a shim? I mean, just it's and that's a whole lot easier, wasn't it? Okay, so these are all standard pins. I don't need to show you that. I'll put them over here and hope they don't tip out. And let's just quickly go through and do pin 1. Oh, pin 1 was the empty shell. 2 was the shotgun shell. No, 2 was the hollow point. 3 is a shotgun shell. 4 was the tapered armor piercing bullet. And 5 is the, there you go, all as you'd expect, the field point air pellet. Okay, thank you for watching. That was a fun pick. I wish that in some ways I didn't know where the pins were though, because I think it's a bit of a shame that I picked it so quickly. But nevertheless, I had fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll see you next time.